Hello, welcome to my guitar vlog for 2024. Of course, as I said for the last couple weeks, I'm doing a video a week with a classical etude, applying that technique and ideas to a worship song. I did not get to one of these videos last week, but this week I have been able to work on an etude. It's called Etude in B minor, Opus 35, number 22. It's by Fernando. So this is another Fernando song. So I'll play a little bit of that, and then I'm going to go into Here Is Love, Vast as the Ocean, and I'll play a little bit on top of that melody-wise on a separate track. And let's go ahead and get into it and talk about what was going on this week in my practice. Alright, so that's our etude for this week. The main thing that I worked on for technique-wise is actually just the difficulty of the bar chords in this song. And bar chords, there is a trick to playing them better than and not having to work quite as hard. And that trick is really just making sure that you're staying right close to the fret. So whenever people hear the word fret, sometimes they think of the entire space here between these things, between the pieces of metal that you see on the guitar, but actually the fret itself is the metal. And so whenever you're fretting, you want to stay pretty close to that metal. And you do your best to keep your fingers straight when you're barring. If it's a little bit off, it's not the end of the world, but that does help a lot. And then the other thing you want to keep in mind, so in addition to keeping your finger next to the bar, you actually, instead of pushing down with your hands so much, it's actually more of using the weight of your arm and the gravity of your arm to actually push the strings down. And so if you do that, that does help a lot. What you'll find might happen is if you use too much hand strength, you actually start bending the neck of the guitar a little bit, and it actually will change the pitch a little bit. So you have to be careful of that. And that was one thing I was encountering while I was practicing this. And of course, this song continues working with my finger picking technique. And of course, I'm still trying to perfect that more and more each week that I play. So let's get into the other song. Here's Love Vast as the Ocean. I'm just taking that similar picking idea that I did on the B minor. I'm going to take that, but because Here Is Love is in a major key, I'm just going to use that same idea just on the different chords of the song. So let's go ahead and get into Here Is Love, Vast as the Ocean. 1, 2. And that's a short one for this week. Did not have a lot of practicing this week. Last week I had almost no practicing time, and I did not have time to make a video. But I hope that the video I have today will kind of inform your playing and your practicing a little bit, and encourage you to continue developing your craft as a worship leader, as a musician, and giving everything you've got to the Lord. And it's all about serving Him with all our heart. And I'm thankful for that song, "Here is Love, Vast as the Ocean." It uses that metaphor of an ocean, and I don't think that quite really does justice to just how great God's love is for us. And I'm thankful that His mercy and His grace is there for us, even when we fall short, even on a daily basis sometimes. And I'm thankful for His grace, and that the love of God, it just carries us through every season. So keep practicing, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you have any other questions or comments, or you just want to, say anything else, you're welcome to comment below. And I just thank you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week.